Hello, callers. Welcome to Viva Barca and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on some interesting updates. We start with this report claiming that Barcelona will be able to register players in the summer, confirms President Joan Laporta. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Then, secondly, talking on this report claiming that Barcelona are considering Fulham and Benfica midfielders as Busquets' replacement. We are going to be discussing more on that. So guys, as we get right into the stories in much detail, please do ensure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up till the very end. There is not much clarity over Barcelona's situation on various fronts ahead of the new season. The Catalans have had no depth of links in the transfer market, but a constant delay in executing the operations has raised questions about their economic situation. Further, La Liga's prolonged check on the economic viability plan did not do Barcelona any good. At the moment, there is a grey area over how many players Barcelona need to sell in the coming month and their ability to sign players. In a meeting with the club senators earlier today, FC Barcelona president Joan Laporta spoke about the aforementioned topics and provided the latest update on the situation. As revealed by Sport, he first commented on the sporting situation and the ambition for next season. He said, "We have achieved the goal, but we want more. Me, the first one, we are demanding. We are running the best club in the world. We work hard to reinforce the first team. We want to aspire to win everything and participate with high chances of winning in all competitions," he said. Laporta then touched on the elephant in the room and spoke about the wage bill and registering power of the club. He acknowledged that all was not well, but gave the audience reasons to be optimistic. Laporta said, "We have reduced the wage bill, but the value of the players has grown. We have a more competitive and rejuvenated workforce. We are on the right track. La Liga has approved the viability plan for the next 2 years. We will be able to register players," he said. The Negreira case allegations earlier this season came as a black mark on the reputation of the Catalan giants. The president maintained that there was never any illegal element to the transaction done, he said. "We have never taken any La Liga to get arbitration favors. There is no illegal action. It was made in a clear and transparent way with the corresponding invoices, payment via bank transfer, and reflected in the books. There has never been a desire to hide anything," he said. With Spotify Camp Nou officially heading into the renovation, Barca will play next season with the Montjuic Stadium at their Foster home. Speaking about the Espai Barca project, President Laporta called it the best gift for the next generation, he said. The Espai Barca project doesn't put sports policy at risk, nor does it mortgage the club's asset. The new Spotify Camp Nou and the new Palau is the best legacy that we will have or we will leave to our children and great-grandchildren, Laporta said. Finally, Laporta had words of encouragement for the women's team of Barcelona, who won the UEFA Women's Champions League earlier this month in a thrilling comeback win in the finals, he said. "They have achieved excellence with efforts, work, perseverance, and commitment. It was a great joy to win the Champions League. Congratulations." Great words there from Laporta. Of course, as a president, he wants to always give us that reason to be optimistic about the future. Of course, we know that heading into the transfer window, Barca don't want to get into a situation where players come in and they are failed to be registered. Because we have been seeing that in the last couple of years, when Barca sign players, or because of financial issues, they will be facing a lot of difficulties to register those players in La Liga. And Laporta is trying his best to ensure that that doesn't repeat itself. Of course, we know that the summer transfer window is going to be a very hectic one for us. where we need to strengthen some key positions in the team in order to be more competitive next season, especially in European competitions. Of course, Barcelona have had a lot to do with, of course, this past season was fairly successful, winning La Liga and winning the Spanish Super Cup. Of course, you can't call it a bad season. It was a successful season because we were not expecting as much as this. So, of course, heading into next season, the callers will be expecting the club to go into the market and sign better players in order to make the club even more better. And of course, Laporta having a meeting yesterday with the club senators, giving them the assurances about future registration of players and having a successful winter market and summer market. So let's see how it goes for Barca, who continue to face a lot of difficulties off the pitch with financial issues. Because right now we can't even sign the players that we do desire because the finances are not there. They are not there. So we just hope that Laporta and his board can, remedy the situation sooner rather than later. Then on to the next story of discussion. With Lionel Messi's transfer officially out of the equation, Barcelona's biggest priority for the summer transfer window now becomes finding a replacement for Sergio Busquets, who has left the Camp Nou after 15 years with the senior team. Several names have managed as targets for the role, led by Xavi's priority Martin Zubimendi. However, any move for the Real Sociedad midfielder is far-fetched at the moment, with his price tag set at non-negotiable 60 million euros. Barcelona have moved their gaze elsewhere. In the meantime, with sports reporting two new players have come up on their radar. These are namely Fulham's João Palhinha and Benfica Florentino Luis. Both players have the backing of Barcelona's new director Deco himself, and the Portuguese has already contacted the two clubs to ask about their availability during the summer transfer window. Deco is convinced that Paulinho and Luis meet Barcelona's requirements better than Sofian Amrabat and has made extensive report on all three players. Paulinho was on Barca's radar last summer as well, but eventually the player ended up going to Fulham, who signed him for 20 million euros. The London outfit will demand around 50 million euros for his services this time around, but would be willing to talk about any potential swap deals. Luis, on the other hand, has a release clause of 120 million euros, but the Portuguese could offload him for around 40 million. They too could be interested in some of Barca's out-of-favor players. There are multiple clubs chasing Luis's signature, but the player would be more than happy to join Barca in the summer. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.